My first idea was to take my little dining room and try to create a Jane Austen-inspired country kitchen. I thought of wainscoting from the bottom half and a type of painting for the top half that they call faux fini, where I will create an aged look to the room as if it's been around for 100 or so years. I like my electric fixture, which is fine, but I do want to cover up those bulbs so that we can imagine it might be candles in there. My local hardware store had this wainscoting type of board, which I will use to put around the room, but first I need to draw a line where the division ends, because I'm going to paint first and I don't want to waste my painting down behind the board where it's not going to really show. The product that I use is called Bayer. There's many different type of faux finish products you can get. This one has a glaze that you mix your various colors, and the first thing you do is put down a base color throughout the whole room, which was almost a light white beige, and then here I'm mixing the accent color where I start in the corners with a brush and kind of mix that color out a little bit, and then I use my cheesecloth to slowly start blending it into the wall. In this case, I'm also going to have a third color, which will be the accent color, so I'm really going to put that light sandy beige throughout the entire wall section, and then again go back to the corners and start mixing in this darker accent, which will create a bit of the kind of aged dirt look. I'm focusing mostly in the corners, as you can see, creating kind of a round look to each of the sections of the wall. Once that's done, I'm jumping right into my wainscoting and cutting out the little sockets first, and here we're putting the wainscoting in place and then just using a pressurized nail gun to quickly put the board in place. Once it's all around the room, you can start to see the effect both the wainscoting and the textured walls is giving. Here you can see how I've concentrated the darkness into the corners. Now we're going to put a little bit of molding along the top of the wainscoting, make a nice clean division, and we're also going to put some kind of crown molding up on the top of the room, and this gives a really nice clean finished look to the room. They're simple because again this is kind of a simple country kitchen look, so I've just found some simple crown molding, and then I've chosen a dark green for the wainscoting. And now let's slowly start bringing in some of the furniture. A nice little antique buffet and china cabinet, which I've filled with some country stoneware. I've put some little shades over the chandelier and brought in another small buffet next to the window where I can fill with some nice sweets and desserts. I purchased a little artificial electric fireplace, which has a beautiful little ambiance. A bird cage hanging in the corner, some wall sconces, candlelit, and a country table setting. Once we dim the lights and I set the table for my dinner, we can see the finished results.